welcome back to Discovery with Miss Natalie. That's me. So this morning I read a story all about this little boy named Charlie who went on an adventure in a spaceship all the way up to space, and he saw the moon and a cheese monster, which was pretty cool because Charlie thinks that the moon is made out of cheese. But what we're going to make this afternoon is a galaxy jar. So I made one already and it kind of looks just like this. There's different colors in here. I used a light blue, a purple, and a gray when I made this one. And I'm going to make another one with you with different colors. So what you're going to need to make your galaxy jar is a jar that has a screw-on lid. So mason jars are a perfect thing to use for this activity. If you don't have a mason jar, you can use any other kind of tub that maybe you have in your cabinet, as long as it's clear. So just like when we made our fish bowls the other day, I said you could use maybe a peanut butter tub that you clear out, clean it all out, take off the wrapping around the outside. You could use that for this activity as well, as long as you have some sort of container that you can see through and has a screw tight lid on the top. So that's the first thing that you're going to need. The second thing you're going to need is water. Make sure it's kind of just lukewarm water. So maybe you took it out of your kitchen sink and you just let it sit for a little bit. It doesn't need to be cold. It doesn't need to be hot. Just regular temperature water. The next thing that you're going to need is at least 2 colors of paint, but I'm going to use 3 colors of paint. So I just have some acrylic paint, but you could also use tempera paint if you have that as well. And I'm going to use pink and a blue and a purple. So those are the colors that I'm going to use. The next thing that you're going to need, if you have it, is glitter. I'm using silver glitter, but if you have a different colored glitter, you could use that. And if you don't have glitter, don't worry about it. You don't need it. This is what's going to make the stars in our galaxy. So if you do have it, go ahead and grab that, and we will use that in our galaxy jar. The next thing that you're going to need is cotton balls. So depending on how many you choose to make, you will need quite a few cotton balls, because each jar takes about 30 cotton balls, which is a lot. But go ahead and grab some cotton balls. And then the last thing that you're going to need is just some sort of stick or a spoon, or you could use a fork, because this is what we're going to use to push our cotton balls down into our galaxy jar. I'm just using the bottom of a paintbrush. So if you have a paintbrush that has like a stick on the bottom that's pretty long, go ahead and grab that and you can use that. So that's all the materials that you're going to need in order to make our galaxy jar. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take off the lid to your jar. Put it somewhere close because you are going to need it. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to fill the bottom 1/3 of your jar. So 1/3 would be about there. So that is how much we're going to fill it. So let's go ahead and grab your water and start putting that into the bottom of your jar. Just like that. That's all you're going to need. And then the next thing you're going to do is take whichever color paint you want to use first. So I think I'm going to use purple first. And then when you're putting your paint in, you don't need a lot of paint. You're only going to need a few drops to put into your water, because it will get very colorful real quick with just a little bit. So go ahead and start adding in your drops of paint, just like that. And then grab your lid, put that back on, and then shake up the water so that the paint mixes with the water. there we go. So now the bottom of my Galaxy jar is all nice and purple. Go ahead and take off your lid. And then the next thing you're gonna do is add in just about a teaspoon. So if you wanna grab a teaspoon, you can, or you can just eyeball it. A teaspoon of your glitter. So go ahead and add that on in there. Just like that. And then grab whatever you're using to stir and stir all the glitter in with your paint. Okay, so now we have our fun stars in the bottom of our Galaxy jar. And the next thing you're gonna wanna do is grab your cotton balls. I would say grab 10 cotton balls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was the perfect handful. So now when we're putting our cotton balls into our glass, we wanna fill the whole bottom of our glass. So before you put your cotton ball in, you're gonna wanna pull it apart a little bit. So it's a little less packed together, just like that. And then you're gonna put that on into your jar, take your stick and push it down. And you're gonna keep doing this until you have all 10 of your cotton balls into the bottom of your jar. There we go. So now we have all of our cotton balls into the bottom of our Galaxy jar. We're ready to start our next color. So we're gonna do all the steps again. Go ahead and grab your water, and we're gonna pour our water to about right here. So that's where we're gonna wanna go with our next little bit of water. So let's go ahead and put that on in there. Just like that. So now we're gonna add our next color. So the next color I'm gonna use is blue. So I'm gonna use this turquoise blue color as my next color. So again, you don't need that much, just a little bit. And you're gonna go ahead and put those drops into your water, like that. Now, instead of putting the cap back on and shaking, we are just gonna use our stick and we're gonna stir the water at the top. So try not to go all the way to the bottom because we don't wanna move the other cotton balls that we already put in there. Sometimes if you need to, you might need to just tap down because that'll help any paint that went onto the cotton balls at the bottom come up, just like that. So now we have our two colors. We have a purple at the bottom, blue in the middle. Again, we're gonna add some more stars, some glitter to our Galaxy jar. Go ahead and add a little bit more glitter. Take whatever you're stirring with and stir, stir, stir that in. And now we're gonna do the same thing with our cotton balls. So go ahead and grab another 10 cotton balls. And do the same thing. Pull them apart, put them into your Galaxy jar and push them down a little bit. There we go. So now we have our purple and our blue. Let's go ahead and do our very last one. So now you're gonna fill the water again just until you get to the very top where the screw part goes on. So don't fill it all the way up because otherwise we're not gonna have room for our cotton balls, but just fill it just so it gets back to the very, very top where the screw part is. Okay. Now let's add in our last color. So the last color I'm going to use is a pink color. And again, grab whatever you're using to stir that all in. If you need to, go ahead and push it down to get all the paint up. I'm going to add a little bit more pink paint. Okay, so the pink paint with the blue made it a little more of a lighter blue, but that's okay. Now you don't need to add any more stars if you don't want to, but I'm gonna go ahead and add just a few more. Like that, and then stir it up again. And then we're gonna do the same thing, add in your cotton balls. Now because we're near the top, you don't need that many more. So I would say just grab like 6 or 7 more. And then go ahead and pull them apart and put them on in there. All right, now that we have all our colors in our galaxy jar, go ahead and put your lid back on your jar, put it on real tight, and then you're just going to turn to the side and slightly roll it. You'll see all the cotton balls in there, but that's okay. And then shake, shake, shake to get all the stars. And there you have it. You have your very own galaxy jar with different colors, all the stars in there, which is pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed creating your very own galaxy jar, which you can keep for a really long time if you'd like. If you want to make it so that it doesn't ever leak any water, this you might need someone to help, an adult, to do, but you could take a little bit of a hot glue gun, you could put that around the rim of the glass and then put on your top lid and then twist it and then just let it dry, and then this way the top won't ever come off and you won't have any water that leaks out. So here are my 2 galaxy jars that I created. So I hope you had a wonderful day going on an adventure with Charlie and making your galaxy jars, and come on back tomorrow for some more fun activities, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.